All right, so guys, we're now recording this launch webinar because there is a lot of information that we're going to touch on in here that I know is going to be very vital, very important for persons as we move forward. Again, for those who may not know me, my name is Lavera Wenk. I'm the founder and CEO of SpartaFundz. Most of you would know me as well from the other our sister company, which would be Flow Money System. So basically what we're going to do tonight is pretty much going to be somewhat of a discussion. I hope that you guys have brought your questions with you as well, so that we can kind of address all the different aspects that persons may not be familiar with, things that you may not be sure about, so that we can get everyone on the same page for sure, and we can move forward from there. I am pumped. It's crazy because guys, I I have probably slept 3 hours. 3 hours or so between yesterday and today. I literally went to bed after 4 a.m. this morning. I was back up just before 7, and let me tell you, I am right now just pumped. I'm excited. It's been a long, crazy day. Everyone's been hitting me up, checking out the new platform, and man, people are just crazy excited. I don't think anyone is as excited as I am though, because I see the crazy big picture of what is about to happen here. So a couple of things, like I said, I'm going to touch on with regard to the back office, the member area. We're going to look at a couple of different things in that regard. And we're also going to talk a little bit about setting goals as well. All right. Again, I hope you guys have made your notes. I hope that you have your questions and so on prepared for me, because we will do a question and answer segment. Want to make sure that everyone gets their questions answered. So let's talk a little bit about setting goals first and foremost, guys. This is 2018, and as we roll into 2018, we're now going into the month of March, just about to go into the month of March. And the interesting thing is, you've got a lot of folks who would have set their resolutions and their goals and so on since 2017. Everyone said, hey, when 2018 starts, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that. I am one of those persons. I made a promise to myself that I will go to the gym a lot more and start working out a lot more. Well, that has not really been happening, so it happens. But what I want to tell you guys is this. As we embark into this new year, do not let this year be like all the others. Do not let this year be like 2017, 2016, 2015. Don't just be speaking it just because you can. There are too many people who are just talking, and they're doing a lot less doing. And I'm at a place right now where I am literally looking to remove people from my space who are not productive, people who are not looking to go forward, move forward, and take me forward with them. We got to start associating, and we got to start plugging ourselves into activity, into doing actions that are going to take us forward. And this is one of the reasons why I'm so excited about this new platform, because here it is. As you guys know, we would have just, back in November, we would have launched our other platform, which would have been Flow Money System. And let me tell you, that went fantastic. It's still continuing to go fantastic, and I believe it's going to continue to go fantastic. Every single day, we've got persons who are locking in, who are just building their business, and it's just a really exciting time. And as you guys would have seen on the flyers I've been going out today and the ads and so on, we're talking about break free. And what does that really mean? Break free in 2018. It means don't just come into this year doing the same thing that you were doing all yesteryear. Don't come into this year with mediocre and average effort and expect to get above average results. I've been involved in network marketing for 18 years now. Guys like Emerson, when I came into networking, Emerson, who's in this chat right now, was one of the guys that I looked up to in network marketing and still continue to. And, he would tell you from the time I got involved in the industry, I was always about doing, just getting it done, always out there. I don't want to see more persons develop that kind of attitude of doing what they need to do, not just talking about it. I'm talking about getting out there and creating massive success in action. I'm going to show you guys very shortly how I believe that SprtaFundz is exactly what we've been looking for. Now, as everyone knows, we are definitely pushing into the crypto space and the crypto world. We know SprtaFundz is focused around Bitcoin, and as we're seeing what's happening with Bitcoin, we had a big spike, then we had a big dip, and then now we're seeing Bitcoin went from $6,000 just about 3 weeks ago right back up to 11,000. So much, I'm sure that I saw it go to 11,800 and something earlier this morning. I see it's dipping a bit now again, but that's just the way the game goes. Here's the thing, I really don't care. I really don't care as much as a lot of other persons may think that I do, and here's why. It only really would bother me if I saw Bitcoin making these major movements and I had absolutely no way of making some Bitcoin for myself. If I had no way of generating Bitcoin. You see what I'm saying? Persons who complain about issues are usually the persons who don't have any solutions to those issues. But the persons who have solutions to them, they don't complain nearly as much if you think about it. When things get rough, things get hard, you say, oh my gosh, things are extremely expensive. Cost of living is through the roof. How on earth am I going to survive? The guy out there who's a multi-millionaire or billionaire, you know, he might be complaining about some things, but on a totally different level to you. And I'm pretty sure that a lot of the stuff that you're complaining about, he's not when it comes to finances. Why? Because he has a solution to that problem. So all that we need to do is simply put ourselves in position to find the solutions. All right? But how do you do that? You got to set goals. You got to set goals, guys. There are a lot of people who right now, they're just doing stuff haphazardly. They don't have any goals. They don't have any time frames. None of the above. They're just doing it, hoping that it works out, hoping that it goes good. You got to be smart about everything you do. And when I say smart, I specifically mean SMART, the acronym, S being specific. What does that mean? Well, you got to know exactly what you want. You got to know exactly what you want to get, what you want to get, when you want to get it, how long you want to take to get it, and you got to understand what you need to do to get it. You've got to be specific about your goals. Just saying, hey, you know, Laverne, I want to make some money. Okay, who doesn't? Everybody wants to make money. It's the way they work. I want to make a lot of money. Why do you want to make a lot of money? What is your reason? What is your purpose? What is the driving factor behind you doing what you are doing to make all this money you want to make? What is the purpose? You don't just want to make money for the purpose of just seeing it on a bank account. There's no point in that. So you got to be specific about your goals. You got to be specific about your dreams. You got to be specific about the things that you want to do. And you got to set a game plan to know how you're going to get there. So that's S. Be specific. The M, measurable. What does that mean? Well, your goals have to be measurable. In other words, you can't set far-fetched goals for yourself. You have to be able to measure what you're going to do. You got to know your limits. You got to know what you can do. You got to know your strengths. You got to know your weaknesses. You're going to be able to do that. And you got to know your numbers. Because if you don't have a game plan, guys, guess what? You're going to be all over the place. You're going to be hopping from this to that to the next. I've got some friends, I know some people that probably every 30 days, they're in a different business. Every 30 days, they're hitting me up. Laverne, I got something new for you. Check this out. Laverne, this is the best thing since sliced bread. Check this out. You know, I just told you guys, I've been in networking for 18 years. Most of the companies that I joined when I first started, I'm still part of. You may not see me promote them in a major way, but I can guarantee you most of them I'm still part of in some form or fashion. A lot of them were primarily focused around supplements and products and health. Guess what? I still have customers up to this day, 18 years later. I still have customers that are buying my products. I'm still collecting checks from companies that I have not built in over 12 years. I'm still collecting checks every month from those companies. Because I understand it's not just about replacing one for the next, it's about adding to your portfolio. And a lot of these companies, you may never really see me promote. You may not even hear me talk about them, and I don't. But because that I got to work, I took action, I got involved, and I did what needed to be done, and I created a game plan. Now what? 15, 16, 17 years later, even though I don't even build them anymore, I still earn from them. And this is the thing, these are the things that I want to see more persons start to do and start to set themselves up this way. Anything you get involved in, if it's worth it, you get in and you get to work. But you got to be able to measure your distance to your goals. You got to be able to measure that. You got to know exactly what you want, and you got to know what it will take you to get there. It's got to be attainable. You know, coming into 2018, man, I'm hearing so much stuff. You know, people are like, yo, this year I'm going to make $1 million. Okay, how are you going to make $1 million? What are you doing that's going to allow you to make $1 million? What do you have in place right now that is going to allow you to make $1 million? $1 million, if you break it right down, is about just under $84,000 per month. So if you can make $84,000 per month for 12 months, or average $84,000 per month for 12 months, okay, good. You're a millionaire. You're making $1 million per year. So the question is, you want to make $1 million? You want to become a millionaire this year? What are you doing right now? What do you have in your cachet right now that is positioning you to be able to generate $1 million per year? That is positioning you to be able to generate $84,000 per month. That is positioning you to be generating at least $30,000 per week. You see, you got to set attainable goals. Now, it's good to motivate yourself. Yes, set big goals, set big targets, but at the end of the day, even though you're setting these big goals and targets, you got to understand that it can flip on you, because if you set a target or a goal that is too big and then you don't hit it, it can be discouraging. But you don't want to set goals too small either, because you want to challenge yourself. What you got to do is you got to understand that if you've got a dream that you're working towards, you got to take that dream and you got to break it down into compartments. So for your entire dream, that is just a combination of small goals and targets that you've accomplished. And what you're going to realize is once you start to accomplish each of these targets and these goals one by one by one, you're getting closer to your dream. But you got to break it down. It's got to be realistic. It's got to be realistic. So that's the A. The R is relevant. Everything that you do, it has to be relevant. There are a lot of persons spending a lot of time doing things that are not going to be relevant to their success. It's not going to be relevant to their goals. So you've got to ask yourself this question: what are you doing daily that is relevant to your goals and dreams? Are you just talking about okay, I just got some someone. Give me 1 second, guys. Let me see if I can figure out who that is. Okay, there we go. So are you just talking about what you can achieve? Are you just talking about the possibilities, or are you actually doing necessary actions that are relevant to the goals and the dreams that you're trying to attain? And finally, guys, it must be time bound. You must set a time frame for when you want to achieve your goals and dreams. Now, the thing is, you may not hit it in that time frame, but don't you think you're going to get a lot closer to hitting it if you set a time frame than if you didn't? Of course. So you got to do these things. You got to be willing to set a time frame for yourself and say, look, this is what I want to do. If you were to watch the video that what's his name? Eric Worre. That Eric Worre speaks about. And in this video, Eric Worre explains how every networker that he knows that has ever achieved massive success has always had a 90-day stint, where for 90 days, they go hard, they push harder than they've pushed ever before, they do everything necessary, and they just build day in, day out, hardcore, non-stop, grueling work for 90 days. And that stint, that period of time, has made most of them, if not all of them, millionaires, some multi-millionaires. So as we go into this new opportunity, guys, as we go into this new business, and as we go into this new year, one of the first things I want to impart on you before we even get into this is be smart. Be smart. Know exactly what you want. Be specific about it. Be able to measure what you want to do Make sure it's something that's attainable, what your dreams and goals are, what your targets. Make sure they're attainable. Make sure that your daily actions are relevant to your targets and your goals. And of course, set a time frame for when you want to achieve it. And don't be scared to challenge yourself. I love to challenge myself. I love to, and that is why I hit targets. I challenge myself, but most importantly, I get to work, guys. I get to work. Get with your teams, get with your groups, start to strategize, set your goals. You know, you gotta have the vision, gotta have the motivation. All of these different things you see here in this photo, they're all important. But the most important thing is action. All right? That's the most important thing, guys. Taking decisive action. So let's get into a bit about the website. Let's. This is again, like I mentioned, it's going to be a question and answer as well. I know some of you guys may have some questions, perhaps. If you do, not a problem. We're going to cover a lot of those as we go on. And what you would do if you've got a question, you can raise your hand, and as you raise your hand, I will see that. I can unmute your mic, and you can go ahead and ask your question. Because this is a pretty informal type setting for this evening, you don't necessarily have to wait until I complete the whole webinar. It's not really a presentation per se. That information is already on our website, and we are not starting those webinars yet. We'll start those later this week. This is primarily to get persons understanding what we have here and why this is actually so much more powerful than some other systems. So what you're seeing here, guys, is the first page. This is a page that you would see come up when you go to register, okay? You got to understand, in this platform, there's no entering of hash IDs. You do not have to enter a hash ID. You just send your license fee. That's the first thing you're going to see. You're going to get a license fee that you need to pay. And what is that license fee? That license fee is 0.002 Bitcoin. And that license fee is there to help cover the cost of the program, the platform, the maintenance of the platform, the upgrades and the tweaking and so on. I can assure you guys, a lot of money has been put into this platform to get it doing what it is doing and working the way it's working. It's not cheap, but it is very much worth it if it's going to allow persons to be able to win. All right, we plan to do a lot more things as we go on. Various incentives, giveaways, rewards for persons who are excelling and really showing leadership qualities. A lot of things that we have planned. We're going to keep it exciting. We're going to keep it fun for sure. And you know, we're going to surprise you guys in a major way. So here's something that's really, really important. Let me just go right ahead and get my pointer on. Let me see if we can find that right now. If we can get that on for you. Not even seeing it pop up. Oh, there we go. Pointer. Okay, so as you see here, it says please send exactly plus minus fee 0.01010 Bitcoins to the payment address. Now here's really important, guys. You have to send exactly the amount that you see there. Do not send this plus anything else. Do not send anything less than this. This is the fee. Now, the reason that there's a fee, we use the BitApps API confirmation coding, and BitApps charges a small fee for that service. So that is why we don't have to enter any hash IDs, but they charge a very small percentage, obviously, you know, to keep their program running, to keep doing what they're doing, which we definitely appreciate. So you don't have to worry about trying to teach or train anyone on what is a hash ID, where do you find a hash ID, and how to enter it. You do not have to worry about doing any of that because no one has to enter hashes, okay? You simply send the exact amount that is shown there to the exact address, okay? Once you do that, the system is going to take that donation, is going to confirm it, and keep in mind this, it confirms after 3 confirmations on the blockchain. So if you send it now and you realize 2 minutes later it has not come through as yet, you can easily go to blockchain.info, put the address in, your address in, and you can see the donation that was sent. You can see the confirmation time and so on, okay? So just bear that in mind. Everything confirms upon 3 blockchain confirmations, not 1, not 2, 3, okay? Please keep that in mind. So this is what you are supposed to see when you are sending a donation to someone. You also see it says here to member number 18. So it shows the member that you're sending that that donation to as well. All right. Don't send 0.01, you send 0.0101 or just copy and paste. I don't even suggest typing it. I myself don't even type it. I literally copy and paste the amount in the field just so that you don't make any mistakes whatsoever. I hope everyone gets that because that is very, very important. All right, so next up, this is the page you would see after your account is activated. Now let's look first to the top left. If you see to the top left, it says here Bitcoin or BTC 0.037. Guys, that is your potential Bitcoin earnings. In other words, what happens is the system is designed to show you what your Bitcoin earnings are potentially would be if everyone that is in your team right now upgrades to their specific level. I hope everyone gets that. It shows you what happens if every person that has already signed up that is in your team upgrades to the level that they're on. It's showing you what your potential earnings are. Now, currently, you do not see your received earnings. You get it. It goes into your Bitcoin wallet, so it's yours. You have it. Okay. However, it's not showing in the back office. That is being adjusted, that's being worked on. We're hoping between tomorrow, let's say within the next 24 to 40 hours, that will be on and you'll be able to see the earnings that you have received so far. Just bear that in mind, okay? It's not there right now. You may see your earnings saying 0, but the Bitcoin goes to your wallet. All right? Good. Now, guys, you also notice it says here you have overview, access settings, address settings, and payment settings. I would encourage you to log into your back office to check through those tabs and make sure that your account is updated and everything is correct. Access settings has to do with your password and that kind of thing if you want to change your password. Address settings you won't really need because we're not really shipping anything to you. Payment settings, this is where you would adjust your Bitcoin wallet address. Please, please, please do not enter your Bitcoin wallet ID. Here's how you know the difference. Your Bitcoin wallet ID has dashes. Your Bitcoin wallet address does not. If you realize that the address you have entered has dashes, it is incorrect, which means if you are to receive any donations, you will not get them. It will go to an incorrect address. Well, there's no address that it will be going to, and that Bitcoin may very well be lost, okay? Because, well, you have the incorrect information and you will get some errors, okay? And the person who's trying to send you will probably get some errors as well. So please make sure that you enter the correct Bitcoin wallet address. If you don't know how to find that, you simply log into your Bitcoin wallet. And if you're using a blockchain wallet, at the very top, it has the word marked request. You click on request, and then you will see your wallet address come appear. You can then click copy. If you're using another type of wallet, I'm not familiar with much other wallets. I use blockchain primarily, or Exodus, but that is how you would find your Bitcoin wallet. It does not have any dashes, okay? Now, another thing here, let's look, and you see your referral link. You will get a referral link after the license fee has been paid. So before a person has access to their account, they have to pay the license fee. And once they've done that, the system will recognize it, confirm it, and will automatically activate their account. There's no need to send any hashtags or IDs to support. There's no need to email anyone. It is going to automatically upgrade your account, confirm it, and unlock it for you. Once it's unlocked, you will get to see the rest of the tabs and features. Your wallet, your referral link is here. You just can copy that and you can paste it, send it to someone. Now, on the company page where you would see the registration form, at the top of the form, currently it has a field for enroller ID. The reason that is there is because when we were linking our primary site, which is SpartaFundz.com, to our script, which is hosted on a different domain, we had to do some redirecting. So what would have happened was persons would have come from SpartaFundz.com to the registration page, but because a referral link would not have been used at the time, they had to have a way to enter who their sponsor is. However, now that we do have the referral links, we don't need that field. That field should be removed by tomorrow. Okay. In some cases, we're saying registrations come through and they have the refer as admin or system or number one. All right. So we've been changing those and just rectifying it. Not a big issue until we have hundreds of people doing the same thing. But by tomorrow, that should be fixed and we don't have a problem there. To move to your next level, you see it has here your level private. What that means is, well, there are 4 levels. There's private, there's, oh my goodness, I don't remember all the levels off my head, but there's private, there's sergeant, which is level 4, there's corporal, which is level 3, private is level 1, and I don't remember the name for level 2 off the top of my head right now, but there are 4 levels, just basically level 1, 2, 3, 4. Private, if you're seeing the word private, it means that you are already active on level 1. When you click the upgrade button, it will take you to a page again where you would see what amount of Bitcoin you're supposed to send, and it will give you the address to send to. Okay? That is how you upgrade your level. You can upgrade your level at any time once your payment for the previous level has been completed. However, I would suggest if you're working with your team, you want to make sure if you have persons that are coming in, in your team, you want to make sure that you are upgraded to the next level before they are. Because if you are not, and those persons beneath you in your team upgrade before you, that donation will go to the next person in your upline. So whoever your sponsor is, that donation will go up to that person. It will bypass you. Very, very important. You do not want to be stuck on pending. If you are seeing the word pending, it means that you have probably paid your license fee, but you have not actually sent a donation as yet. Okay? Now, the next thing you would see here, it says paid until 22nd of March 2018. Okay? If a person registers and they do not pay the license fee within a 40-hour period, their account will just be removed from the system. And if they want to come back in, they would have to re-register again. Once you have registered, you've sent your donation and so on, you have 30 days before that level that you upgraded to needs to be renewed. So this is not a one-time payment. This is a monthly subscription. Why? Because this is designed to earn you monthly returns. This was primarily put into action because folks wanted to have a platform that they can consistently earn monthly income from, with their team. Okay? And that is the primary reason that this was put together. Now, your next annual fee should be paid. It says should be paid until 21st February. Just the wording, but that should say your next annual fee needs to be paid 21st February 2019. So basically, the annual fee. So next year, right, 1 year from now, you would pay that annual fee. That will again just reactivate your account, and that takes you for a whole other year. And that annual fee is only 0.002. All right. If Bitcoin over the period of a year grows exponentially and it's a ton of money, obviously we are going to adjust that fee. All right. We don't expect that you're going to be paying thousands of dollars. If Bitcoin 0.02 becomes or is worth $500 US, we're not gonna keep that. We're gonna definitely not have it at that price. Okay. So no need to worry about that at all. All right. Let's move on. Okay, this page again shows, this shows someone looking to upgrade. And this is the page you would see. If you wish to check the payment, once you sent your Bitcoin and it's confirmed on the blockchain, you can check in on that. If you click it and nothing has happened, it means it most likely is not confirmed as yet. Okay, but you can do that if you so desire. So Here's something that I found really interesting. I really hope you guys pay attention to this part. I purposely call this what they don't tell you. And here's the reason. Now, we've been part of I've been part of a couple of different platforms, still I'm part of a couple of different platforms. I won't call the names of those platforms. It's more than one. And I know many of you have also been part of other platforms. So let's talk about what they don't tell you. We're going to look at a basic 3x5 matrix. Now, even if you're not into crowdfunding and donation platforms, maybe you've been part of some network marketing company that has a matrix. Most networks carry a matrix because a matrix is one of the fairest ways to, or compensation structures, because it's spread evenly, it's usually forced, and so on. But here's what I don't tell you, especially in the donation platforms. Traditional matrices, fine. We're not talking about those. We're talking about crowdfunding donation platforms. This is a 3x5 structure. Now, in a 3x5 structure, in yellow, you see you've got the 5 levels. So, when you add it up, you're going to say, well, okay, level 1 is 3, level 2 is 9, level 3 is 27, level 4 is 81, and level 5 is 243. Makes sense. So you're going to add those numbers up. You say, well, I need, I'm not even sure what that is. Probably 363, something like that. 363 members. Maybe my math is totally off, so if it is, please forgive me. To fill that matrix, okay? But here's the thing. In a donation platform, it really doesn't work that way. What people don't understand is it goes a lot deeper than just those 5 levels. So on the surface, it's a 3x5. So you're just adding 243 plus 81 plus 27 plus 9 plus 3. But what you're not seeing is, check this out. Your level 2 members, they're going to upgrade to level 2, but only after they've received their level 1 donations. I hope you guys got that. See, level 1 pays you. Level 1 members pay you. But then you're going to get paid from level 2 members, level 2 donations, whatever that level 2 amount is. Okay, we can look at that. So level 2 members will pay you, but they only upgrade to level 2 when they've received level 1 donations. Then you've got level 3 members who are going to pay you the level 3 donations, but only when they have received level 2 donations. Level 4 members are going to pay you only when they've received level 3 donations. So if you think about it, you got to look deeper down. You got to look at level 4 people who are going to pay you after receive level 3 donations. So you got to count 3 levels down for them as well. Level 5 will upgrade to level 5 after receiving their level 4 donations. So when you add those 4 additional levels to level 5, because level 5 is your final level as far as you can see, as far as the compensation plans show. But what they don't tell you is, if you've got a 3x5, it's more like a 3x9 before you can max out. A lot of people don't get that. So what really and truly was happening is, check this out. Level 6 is the first level of your level 5 reps. I hope you guys are with me. Level 7 is the second level for your level 5 reps. Level 8 is the third level for your level 5 reps. And level 9 would be the 4th level for your level 5 reps. Now remember which level that they upgrade. Level 5 reps are going to upgrade to level 5 only after receiving level 4 donations. So which means that you really need to build out 9 levels. So how much people is that? 9 levels with a simple basic 3x5 is 29,523 members. Now I want you to ask yourself this question. How many people do you know right now? How many people have you ever known that have built a matrix of 30,000 people? How many? Is it done? Of course it's done. There are people who do it. There are people who've done it. Much more than that. But I want you to ask yourself, how much people have you ever met or come across, how much average folks as well, that have ever built out 30,000 people? So before you can fill this matrix, you got to find 30,000 people, you and your team. Let's go a little further. Let's look at a different structure. So this is a 3x5. Let's get a 2x7. I was part of a 2x7 as well. It's so good. Everyone was like, "Hey, it's just 2 people you got to get on your front line," and so that should be easy. It's just 2. Well, check this out. The 2x7, same scenario. 2x7. It means that you're a level 7 person. Before they upgrade to level 7, they're going to collect level 6 donations. Same thing for level 1, 2, 3. Sorry, for level 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. 5 and 6. Everyone is looking to collect the donations from the previous level. Why? Because that is where they get the funds to upgrade with. I hope this is making sense to everyone. So your level 7 will upgrade to level 7 after they get level 6 donations. Now, let's add that up. So you got to go 13 levels deep, because level 13 is the level 6 of your level 7 members. When you add that up, you're looking at 16,382 members. So all of a sudden now, it doesn't sound too realistic, does it? It doesn't sound too feasible. Well, how does SprtaFundz compare? Let's look at the matrix scenario that we're going to be using for our structure. So we've got, let's go back. We've got one matrix that is 29,523. We've got a matrix that is 16,382 people. Well, how about this is what we're talking about. SprtaFundz utilizes a 2x4 structure. So let's add the numbers up using the same very principle. You see, a lot of people don't show you the numbers. They just show you the stuff that you want to see, right? They just show you the stuff that they want you to see. No, man, I'm not doing that. I'm going to show you all the numbers. I'm going to show you everything. Check this out. Level 2 members will upgrade after they receive level 1 donations. Level 3 members will upgrade to level 3 after they receive their level 2 donations, which is the profits, the amount to upgrade. And level 4 members, will upgrade to level 4, but only after they've received their level 3 donations. So obviously we got to drill deep. Level 5 is the first level for your level 4 reps. Level 6 is the second level, and level 7 is the third level of your level. Oh, that should be saying of your level 4 reps. My apologies. All right. Level 7 is the third level of your level 4 reps. So when you total up everything, guys, 254 members compared to 16,382, 29,523, and you can experiment with different strategies. But let me show you something. 254 members is not a big number at all. As a matter of fact, I want you to look at this chart and imagine that every level is a week, which means in week 1, you introduce 2 members. You refer 2 single persons to this business. Let's assume that those 2 persons refer 2 persons in week 2. So the level, we're going to assume that level is weeks. It means that in 7 weeks, if everyone that you brought, if you brought 2 and those 2 brought 2, and then those 4 brought 2 and those 8 brought 2 and those 16 brought 2, and you didn't bring a single other person for the entire week, you can even say entire month. Let's say months, just to be ridiculous. It took you a whole month to find 2 single persons, and it took those 2 an entire month to find 2 single persons, and so on and so forth. In 7 months, Bitcoin right now is worth over $11,000 US. By a show of hands, guys, I want you to raise your hand in the chat right now if you believe that you can change your entire lifestyle tremendously with just $11,000 US per month. I want to see some hands raising if you believe that. If you honestly believe that you could survive with $11,000 US per month, I want to see. Because here's the thing. A lot of systems out there promote and promise hundreds of thousands of dollars. How many people have you known, met, or seen that actually ever achieves those huge figures? Are they possible? Of course they're possible. But how many ever actually achieve it? We have a structure here, guys, that is extremely realistic And even if Bitcoin were to drop to $5,000, forget 11,000. If Bitcoin were to drop to 5,000 US dollars in value, we are paying just over one Bitcoin. Let's round it down to one Bitcoin. That is $5,000 per month that you're generating. So I want you to put yourself in this place where you start to realize, you know what? You don't need to be seeing 6 and 7 figure digits, because guess what? This is per account. You're not limited to have one account. So if you, as you're building this and you have 3 or 4 accounts as over a period of time, well, you multiply that. If you have 4 accounts earning you just $5,000 per month, 4 accounts at 5,000 is 20,000 US dollars per month. With numbers this small and this being, you just get 2. Just get 2 and help 2 get 2. Could you imagine if persons actually had the audacity to introduce more than 2 people to this business per month? Can you imagine that? Could you imagine someone being so bold and brave to say, I'm going to introduce at least 4 or 5 people to this business, and then I'm going to help them to do the same thing? Now, here's what's happening. We do have members who are opening more than one account. So forget 254. It's 254 positions. But if you've got a team and your team is duplicating that, having multiple positions and building out, guess what? You could very likely be looking at close to 100 or just in that range, and just 100 reps in a team generating for you 11,000 US dollars per month. Guys, I don't know about you, but I am extremely excited about SpartaFundz. I'm extremely excited about where it's going, what is going to happen. I want to open up the room right now for some questions. I want to hear from some of the folks who are already in. See, Benfield said I can definitely live with that. Emerson said me for sure. Yeah, because it's really good money. Folks get caught up with the big numbers. Folks get caught up with the huge amount of Bitcoin that you can generate. But how many people are actually earning that? How many people are actually earning $5,000 a month right now? How many people are even earning $2,000 a month? So don't get caught up in the hype. Don't get caught up in the hype, guys. We're going to work with realistic figures. We're going to max this out. I would not be surprised. If this matrix, if we have a couple persons who max this matrix out in 60 days or less. Here's my goal and here's my aim for this year. And this is just the worst case. For the year of 2018, guys, through SprtaFundz, we want to help at least 100 persons or 100 families to generate an extra $1,000 per month. We know that we pay over 11,000 as Bitcoin value go up, it's going to be more. But we want to help at least 100 people or 100 families to generate at least $1,000 per month in revenue. Now, I have no doubt in my mind that there are going to be folks who are probably in this room who are going to do by far more than that. Based on the figures that we're already seeing, some of you already have in your back office potential earnings, already have over 3 and over 4,000 US dollars. Bear in mind, guys, we only started to put names in today. This morning. This is crazy. I got a phone call today from a lady. I won't say who she is or where she's from. But this lady called me so excited and started to ask me questions. And she's like, listen, I've got a group of about 30-something people right now who are just waiting to hear what the position is. And they are ready. Can you imagine 30-something? First of all, levels 1, 2, 3, and 4 fills with 30 people. 30 people. Now imagine if 30 people each just bring 2 people. Just 2. You understand where this is going? That is 60 people plus the 30 is 90. Okay? You're already about halfway looking to fill this matrix out. You're on your way. If that happens each week, you have each person bring even 2 persons only. In a matter of 30 days, well, actually, yeah, this can happen in less than 30 days. If you're really serious, this definitely can happen in less than 30 days. But we're going to have folks who are going to do it. We're going to have folks who are going to be giving testimonies and saying that they're now generating, if not close to a Bitcoin per month. That's $11,000 per month, and that is per account. Many of these folks have more than one account. One strategy that some folks are already building is they're opening 3 accounts. They're locking off positions for themselves and then building under those positions. Nothing is wrong with that. We just don't want to encourage too much stacking, guys. Stacking is not cool. So if you're going to do that, you have a position, you have some persons in between there or someone in between there, and then you build under them. But we don't want to encourage stacking, all right? We don't want to encourage stacking at all. But what I'm saying is, with a little effort, a little focus, and if everybody were to go tonight self and even aim to get 2 persons locked in, check this out, and this is crazy. Based on the members that are already in the system, just between from this morning to right now, if each member that is in the system right now were to bring 3 to 4 people, by the end of today's Tuesday, by the end of this week, if everybody were to do that between now and the end of the week each day, matrix would already be filled. Already be filled. We've got persons in the system who've already filled their level 1, filled their level 2, and about to fill their level 3. We started this morning, guys. This is about to explode so crazy. I can't even contain myself right now because I'm telling you, it's exciting when I see people actually seeing results, getting that Bitcoin. I'm getting messages coming to me like, Laverne, I just got another Bitcoin donation. Money just hit my account. You know, that's exciting. All right. Let me pause for a quick second. I just find out, are there any questions that anyone has? Anything that you would like to have me clarify for you about the program, about the platform, in terms of how it will work or how it is working, what it will do, or what you can do with it. Again, just go right ahead. You can raise your hand. I'll see that. I'll unmute your mic if you have a mic. You want to use that and get your question answered. In the meantime, big shout out to my buddy Emerson, joining us all the way from the UK. I know it's 5 hours ahead right now, guys. So you know that just shows leadership right there. That's a guy who is serious about his business. You know, he's serious about his business. Cause I'm pretty sure, I don't even know what time it is right now, but I'm pretty sure that it's probably close to 9 o'clock. And he's up. He's on the webinar. He's here. He's present. And there's no doubt in my mind that Emerson is going to tear this business up. Emerson, we've been in some stuff over the years, man. And I know what you're capable of. With a matrix this small and earnings this big, I am confident that you're going to be definitely one of those persons who's going to be right up there generating this income. Actually, Emerson, I don't know, is your mic function? Let me see if we can get Emerson on just for a bit, just to share real quick with us. Emerson, are you there?
Hello.
Yeah, I can hear you loud and clear, my friend. Just real quick for the guys, just tell us, what are your views about this platform? I know you've told me already that you're really excited. What is it exactly about SprtaFundz that has you excited? I want everyone to hear your excitement and draw on this.
Good night, Lavera. I should say good morning. From the UK, it's about 9 minutes to 1 o'clock now here. Good morning, everyone. Realistically, Lavera, I love the fact that this is a realistic and achievable structure. You know, you divulge the truth about the structures, and when we go into programs, the money look good, but realistically, people struggle after a period of time, and it is nowhere unless you have, 3 super legs with thousands of persons who actually duplicate the effort that you're going to achieve those 29,000 or 16,000 persons. With this, if you are very average, and I consider myself to be average, to be honest with you, this is achievable. And I like to break it down like this: even if it takes 1 year to achieve 1 Bitcoin a month.
Yep.
and that is being completely lazy,
Very much so.
not focusing on your program, being scatterbrained as far as I'm concerned. If it takes 1 year to achieve this, that is a life-changing income, and no job would promote you and give you that sort of money within the next year. Folks, I got one slogan: let's do it.
I'm telling you, man. Thank you so much, Emerson. I really appreciate that. And what you're saying is true. And that's again also keeping it realistic. Even if it took a year, a full year, what company, what business, what job can a person's going to be in that are going to get them to that $10,000 US per month bonus or raise? Few. If you're probably one of some kind of top executive, but here's a realistic, very realistic opportunity to do this. And again, even if everyone only brought 2 people in and duplicated that, and it took a month to find 2, and everyone took a month, in 7 months, guys, you're still generating a 5-figure income at least. And that in itself that's absolutely life-changing. Another person I want to bring on here real quick that I spoke to today, and I know he's crazy excited. We spoke. I know he had a ball just the other day. He went to my home country in Barbados, and I don't know what he did over there, but I guess what stays in Barbados, what happens in Barbados stays in Barbados. I know he's back now, and he told me today, man, he's super excited. Mr. Aaron Murray, are you on the call?
Yes, I'm here. Good night, guys.
Good night. We can hear you loud and clear, man. Just share with you folks real quick. What is it about SpartaFundz that has you excited? What makes is it? Does it feel any different? Is there anything any different about it? What is it that has you so excited about SpartaFundz as we move into the new year and we get ready to head into March?
SprtaFundz, it's phenomenal compared to other platforms. It's straightforward. It's simple. The support is there, so that's what I really appreciate. Because if you have a question, you're always reachable, right? I went to Barbados because acquiring bitcoins is a challenge. I wish it was easier. The only question I have is, because you send bitcoins to the platform, right? Can I load persons onto the SpartaFundz from my blockchain? Why do they need to be from their own?
No. Yes, you can. You can send the donation for them, because what's going to happen is the address that is generated when you go to whether it's paying the license fee or sending a donation to upgrade, that code it changes every time you refresh the page, and that code is uniquely linked to the coding that is going to upgrade the account, whatever account it is. So whether it comes from your blockchain, their blockchain, my blockchain, it does not matter. Once the Bitcoin is sent to that specific address, it's going to be captured, and that is going to work as though it was the person themselves that sent it from their own account. Because the system doesn't know where the Bitcoin is coming from, and frankly, it doesn't care. Once it's paid, it's going to activate the account.
Okay, lovely. I have over 100 persons just
Woo! All right, well, we know to look out for you, man. We know to look right out. 100 persons, bro. You do that, and
my only thing is I'll be back in Barbados soon.
I see. No, man, I ain't gonna ask, man. We had a discussion about something, so I'm pretty sure you will be. Good stuff. All right, man. Thanks, Aaron, for that. Definitely looking to tear this up. And definitely, I know I'm going to see some major success from you guys in a very short period of time as well. Real quick, don't want to have this going too long. Someone that I know always brings the fire, always brings the energy. In the business, I know she's looking to just tear it up. I've never seen her go into anything and not be ready to tear it up. Miss Isis Phipps, are you on the call? Real quick, what is it that excites you about SpartaFundz, and what do you think is going to happen in the near future? Your mic is unmuted. Isis, are you with us?
Come in, come in, come in.
Okay, we can hear you loud and clear.
I was actually in the kitchen. Sorry. Good night, everybody.
Good night, good night. Reading you loud and clear.
It's always a pleasure to be on these Zoom calls. For one reason, you learn more. You get to know what's up. You get up to the data and what's going on with the business. We get to hang out with good folks like you guys. What excites me about the business is the Bitcoin. Everybody know where the world is heading. Cryptocurrency, no matter what they try to say, no matter what they try to do, it's heading in that direction. And the earlier we get them, the better it is. With this system, what I like about it, it's only two. You can't lose with just two. It's not like you gotta get 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 100 people at the same time in order for you to make money. With this one, you get two, that's one level complete for you. Everybody else get the two, and you go through the ranks. You're making money. It's simple. It's easy.
That's right.
It's as we will say, it's a no-brainer. You don't take me to this. Some of these businesses, you got to do all these tests. You got to do all these stuff. You got to sign up with this, sign up with that. I mean, we don't have time for that. We're living in a busy world. We just want to get in, do what we got to do, and get paid. And that's it.
That's it.
We don't have time for a lot of the mediocre. So with this system, 2 persons, you're good.
That's right. And it's interesting because I remember, with previous platform that we had, man, and it was a lot of hype. It was a lot of hype, and at the end of the day, there was so much things that just didn't go the way they were supposed to go, and not even from the perspective of members, but from software and glitches and so on, and it totally just killed the momentum. And
yes.
what I love about SprtaFundz more than probably my favorite thing right now is the fact that 254 members, oh my goodness, that is so within reach of most persons. So much so, here's the thing, right? That a lot of people may not even if they don't get to that 11,000, fill the whole 254. If a person gets half of that, you could still be potentially earning 7,000 to 8,000 US. You might get a quarter of that, and you can still be doing 1,000 to 3,000 US dollars. Let me tell you something: an extra 500 US dollars a month is major for a lot of families.
And in our country it doubles, so
But then there's that. Then there's that. Thank you so much, Isis. Always bring the heat. I know that you are going to be definitely up there. I look forward to when you're knocking off that 1 Bitcoin, no doubt. Real quick, I'm going to bring on another leader here. He's everyone knows he's a big leader. Everyone knows he's a guy that definitely works with his team. He's doing some major things down in the island of the Republic of Trinidad, and he has a massive team down there that is just following him and doing what needs to be done. Real quick, if you're on the call, or if your mic is on and working, Mr. Kevin DeBello, your mic is unmuted, sir. Are you with us?
Yes, good night. Are you hearing
me? Good night, sir. I am doing awesome, bro.
All right. Well, it's always a pleasure. To be on the calls, to sometimes hear from a lot of persons on the team, that you're in here in a long while. It's always nice to get something fresh with FMS, with the Spartacus group, because we always about trying to win, And I like the phrase they use, the breakthrough for 2018. That's a nice phrase. So we're hoping that this platform will be the breakthrough, because most of the platforms that we did so far, I don't think anybody ever run through the entire system. So what is exciting for me is to see, that we have the opportunity now where we could do this very easily.
Yeah. And Kevin, is interesting because the size of this matrix, the size team that you have, you're gonna max this out in no time.
Yeah, well, remember in the planning stages, remember I always try to push for the small matrix. I know
Right.
sometimes I was probably a little overbearing with it, but it just goes to show the vision, because you had to learn from your mistakes,
Yeah.
and do something new. But what really is exciting is that with one of the platforms, I was able to have over 300 persons on a platform, right?
Whoa.
Which was BT Champ,
Right.
and yet still I didn't even get payments on level 3.
There you go.
Right? So it just goes to show, with that same kind of effort and teamwork, this could be, really be the breakthrough that we're looking for.
I'm confident that it's gonna be. The only thing that we needed, the only piece of the puzzle that was missing, we needed the a software and a platform that was without major glitching and
Definitely.
messing us up. The previous stuff, we had a good system, but there was so much errors, so much issues, it just messed everything up. So once we got good stuff, we got good um um software and platform. We got good people working on it, and the guys that I'm working with out of Russia that are helping me put this together. Let me tell you, these guys are good and they work quickly. I mean, everything that I said I want, but almost everything that I say I want that could be done, realistically, the guys get it done. And the head programmer, like I tell you, we stayed up till after 4 a.m. this morning with this guy. And just changing stuff, adjusting, getting everything ready to go, and I mean, and all the while, messages hitting me like, hey, we ready yet? Yo, can I go? Can I? It's
Right.
crazy,
No, but I really appreciate their effort. They really produce some high quality stuff, and so far we have never had any major hiccups or setbacks with the software side. So that's awesome.
Correct. Thank you so much, Kevin, man. I know definitely we're gonna be doing some more work tonight throughout the night, and tomorrow is gonna be a pure action day. Guys, Kevin Development, one of the top leaders and builders in Trinidad. Him and his wife, Hannah. I am definitely looking forward to coming out to Trinidad. The last piece of the puzzle was to get this platform out and ready and functioning. Now that this is the case, it is time to blow this out the water. We're gonna be having some webinars from this week. So everyone can listen out for those updates, and I'm looking forward to doing some live sessions while I'm here in St. Kitts as well, and obviously doing some traveling and hitting some islands and really just blowing this out the water. If you can get 20 to 30 people in each island generating at least $1,000 US, game over. Game over, because you know what? There's a lot of huge multi-million-dollar companies with a lot of fancy stuff, and they don't even have that happening. They don't have it. But we're going to change the game. Before we close off, guys, just one big mention I want to make to my other half, Miss Janelle Tracy Mason, who did a phenomenal job on the website. Folks, if you've been on our website, SpartaFundz.com, I can assure you that is not the work of the coders and the programmers. That is the work of Miss Janelle Tracy Mason. I'm giving her full props for it because it is bad, as people would say. The website looks amazing. We've been getting a ton of reviews. I don't even want to take any credit for it at all. I'll take a little piece. I'll take about a 5 or 10%. I'll give her the rest. She put a lot of work into that. She actually, and if you go on the Meet Us page, you will see her biography, her profile, sorry, on what she does. She's a professional at this. She's extremely talented, and she's done an amazing job on our website. So big shout out, big hail up to Janelle Tracy Mason for our website and producing such high quality work. Guys, look out for a lot of stuff to come. We're going to be doing a tremendous amount of marketing on social media as well. So definitely make sure that you get your people locked in early, because when we start to do that marketing, numbers will come and the spots will be filled up. Do not end up at the bottom of the pile. That being said, guys, I want to thank everyone for attending this evening. Thank you. This is our first official webinar. It is recorded. We are going to continue to have sessions every single week without fail. and we're gonna keep this thing going. All right. So have a good one, guys. Good night. Get your folks locked in. What I may do for the balance of this week, perhaps, is with the license fee, I'm gonna create probably a form where persons can deal with that, send payment to that quickly. And what I would do is manually go into the system and activate those license fees for you guys. So that way, the only waiting period that you would have would be sending the donation itself. All right. So I'm gonna do that just for the purpose of getting things, speed up a bit more. I'm gonna create a form. I'm gonna have it available so that you can kind of pay that in quickly, and I'll just get that manually activated for you. All right. Again, thanks. Have a good night, guys, and God bless. And we look forward to meeting you at the top. Bye-bye.